Let's do would you rather questions. That's good. This is a solid
Would you
website.
rather?
All right. Oh, this is interesting. Would you rather be able to control fire or water? Water probably is the most like beneficial, but man, fire. You could like controlling water at a base level has like a lot of utility, but not much combat purposes. And if I like now my day-to-day life doesn't need combat, but if I had fire it would. Like I'd make it need combat.
Goddamn right I will. I was watching Flash, and there was this like guy who was in a bank robbery, and the guy robbing the bank was like a fire-powered meta, and he was stopped by a guy who could trade powers with people. So it was like this random guy got the fire meta's powers, and the first thing he did was just like walk into like the city square and just start shooting fireballs at people like, give me money. And that's what I would do.
Okay. Silly Willy says this is an important question. Water easy if you shoot it at 900,000 psi. That's super deadly. That is true, but like if we're taking this at if we're taking it at a base level, then that doesn't seem like a real possibility. Like, because I could easily say like fire, because you know if I could just control a volcano, I destroy everyone. But like maybe I can't.
Yeah, you could also have like you could say, oh, I could just make my finger like a blowtorch or something. You could you know, scale up or down the powers to fit your argument however you want. But I think if you look at them at the same power level, I think personally I'd say the utility from water I almost said waterbending wins out to the pure destructive force of the fire powers.
Here's my answer. I think at a very like if you are a base level weak user, I think fire is better. But if you are like a medium level waterbender, then you're pretty good. Like if you're as good as like Katara was at like at the end of season 1, then I think water already beats out fire. And then as you go further, that continues to be the case. But like at its like raw base level, I think like what is the real utility of water when you could just move it around at a relatively slow speed?
Bathos says, oh god, are we power scaling now? So how strong exactly is Katara at the end of season 1? Well, if you look at this scene...
Would you rather the general public think you are a horrible person, but your family be very proud of you? Or your family think you are a horrible person, but the general public be very proud of you?
I'd rather... Well, it depends. Because if they think I'm a horrible person because, like, I did some shady shit to get to the top, then that could, like, lead to an expose, in which case both sides will hate me. So that's no good. But if it was just, like, you know, they disagree with what I'm doing, but the rest of the world genuinely likes it, then I'd go with that.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go with the public liking me too. Especially because I feel like there's
just more people.
I don't know how to do it, but I would need to figure out a way to monetize that.
You'd be better off burying your money in the actual ground, because at least that way there is a chance your dog may dig it up and give it back to you one day. Good boy.
Well, yeah. Of course, we're going to get the money out of this.
Yeah.
And what am I going to do? Ask my family for money?
Absolutely not.
Come on.
Brian Lowe says it's all about the legacy. That is 100% true. That is everything I do is about the legacy. Interesting question here. Would you rather find your true love or a suitcase with $5 million inside? No. That seems like a fairly easy question. But I'm actually going to throw a switch in. I'll go with true love. Because... Now, who am I kidding?
I can't even make a fucking argument for that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna play devil's advocate, but you know, I'm just gonna take the money, dude.
How much is it? 5,000? The money.
I do it for $5. Romantic love is a trap to expand the capitalist system. What are you? I can't
As often. I feel like I'm almost on Cherry's wavelength, but he's a little too socialist.
The thing is, like, I don't even know when they're memeing. Like, is that a real statement you're saying? Am I dumb?
Well, you know, Valentine's Day, wedding rings.
Yeah, that's like, I get that.
Chocolate.
I totally get like the baseline, but like that is a really strong statement.
They have love in Russia too, you know.
Oh, fly or teleportation? Oh, teleportation easy. I even if I had the ability to fly, I would be too scared to do it.
Yeah, Hoodie's talked about this before.
Like
But it makes sense.
like I would only fly at about maybe 5 feet in the air, and I would only do it at running speed. That way, if I ever fall, it's perfectly.
I would also go with teleportation just because no matter how, like, say it's My Hero Academia rules and you can strengthen your power through usage. No matter how strong you make your flying, you're never going to be as good as being able to, like, teleport across the world, you know? You're never going to be able to move that fast.
Even if it wasn't that, even if I think you were just teleporting, like, so the dimension door spell in D&D is 500 feet. Even if I could only do that at max, I would still probably want teleporting. Calliope says capitalism or socialism.
All right. We're going to solve the debate right here.
Yeah, right here, right now. I got 3 minutes before I need to go. I say capitalism. That's just me.
You're gonna get Cherry to fucking crucify you.
At a base level, I just think capitalism is stronger than socialism. And yeah, when you start scaling up, sure, socialism totally increases in power. But I take base level Obama versus base level Putin any day.
Capitalism and socialism both have island busters, so really...
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, would you rather be fluent in all languages and never be able to travel, or be able to travel anywhere for a year but never be able to learn a word of a different language?
I'm already planning to travel places, and I don't plan on learning any languages, so I'd have to go with the second one.
Wow, really? I thought the obvious choice was the first one, because it's like, I'll just stay home and know all the languages.
What are you really going to get from knowing every language if you're staying here in Massachusetts?
The internet.
Okay, that's fair.
Not to mention, like, we do live in America, so, you know, like, there are a lot of people who speak other languages.
But we also speak English, which is a fairly wide spoken language. I don't think it's the most. I think Mandarin still has.
But also think about, like, you could monetize speaking a lot of languages, and you could also monetize traveling in a sense, where it's like, I don't know, I could make some dope content out of that, make some cool YouTube vlogs, but like, if I just spoke all the languages, I could be a translator.
That's true.
Cherry Boy puts out a good...
You've changed my mind.
Cherry Boy makes a good point. You can read manga in raw, so, you know.
I was definitely thinking about JVs.
Oh my god, that is such a good point, because like already are like so few of them translated, but even the ones that are like they're either really hard to find, or like I have one site that works, but it's a site where it's like you can't have ad block on or it just won't function, and then if you don't have ad block on, then it takes like it has like a 5-second ad before every single video, and it's like, and God, it's so frustrating. All right, guys, I gotta get ready for dinner, so I think we're gonna wrap it up here.